The curtain has come down on almost all of our city's cultural institutions amid the coronavirus pandemic. All of Broadway has been dark, our city's museums are no longer open, and the Metropolitan Opera has canceled the rest of its season. As these organizations and their employees feel the crushing economic impact of the virus, some arts groups across the country may see some federal relief.
One success story in battling coronavirus is Taiwan. Just over 300 cases have been reported, with 5 deaths so far. Taiwan moved early to roll out a coordinated effort this time to teach hospitals how to cope with the new
Los Angeles Airport as we make our way to Taipei.
For Boeing 777, which can take 300 passengers. Wow, pretty empty. Look at that. Okay, let's board. 10 hours into the 15-hour flight to Taipei, wearing a mask pretty much the whole time.
There's a gorgeous view at 6 a.m. in the morning.
And here we are arriving at the hotel.
It's 6 o'clock in the morning, so might as well exercise some.
I think I earned 3 soup dumplings.
Oh my God. Oh, you're so gross.
Other than my own playing and David playing out in the hallway, I haven't heard another musician play live music from my ears since March 1st, you know?
For Phil and I anyway, we got closer faster because at a certain point we started collaborating on these daily videos. The video thing actually started because Jimmy wanted us to upload travelogue footage. So I've just arrived in Taiwan and I'm in day 0 of my 14-day quarantine. But I quickly veered off into slightly dubious commentary.
So this little piggy said to this one, "What are you looking at?" And this little piggy said, "You're not wearing a mask." And this one said, "Well, you're not 6 feet away."
And then Phil started coming up with good ideas to play together, but we were being slightly rebellious by playing for a few seconds in the hallway. It became a way to accelerate friendship, I think.
One of the things that's been healthy for us is every night when we have this Zoom dinner together.
Hello. What are you doing here? Well, I just figured you're probably lonely and want some company. Oh, that's the lunch delivery.
Lunch delivery.
You don't get a room key.
No, you don't get a room key. So if you do happen to walk out of the room to get your food, you really have to make sure you don't let the door close.
Should I just...
Is that a corner right behind you, Dimitri?
Yeah, but you don't want to put it there. This is good. Okay, let's just not do it.
Okay.
So every day we receive this one message from the Center of Disease Control from Taiwan. It says the Central Epidemic Command Center wants to learn about your health condition. If you're feeling normal, press 1. So I'm going to say that I'm feeling normal. And they will send me right now a little reply that says, that's right, thank you for your cooperation. And should you have any questions, call this number.
Every day there's a countdown. So 07 days, 06 days. And you fill out the form and you punch in your temperature and no, I'm not feeling sick, all that. And so right away it says, okay. And then there's some friendly advice. Clean your hands with soap and water, or like, don't touch your face. Keep your distance. And one day it said, if you touch someone else's snot or saliva, be sure to wash your hands right away. And from my point of view, when I saw that, I was like, if I'm touching somebody else's snot or saliva, something's not right with the picture here.
My lighting sucks. Can I just go to Jimmy's room?
Sure.
Pick up your computer and just come over here. What's the big deal?
Yeah. My computer's camera is bad. See, your light background is very pretty. Mine sucks.
Well, time to get a new computer, isn't it?
Is that better?
Sure. Yeah.
Being a physician working in the front line gives me experiences in dealing with infectious disease-related issues. I think that Taiwan has learned a lot from the SARS 17 years ago. And the hardest part for me was to come up with the procedures for the teachers to get into Taiwan and for the students to stay safe and the faculty to stay safe during the festival.
I did get to watch a lot of lousy movies on Netflix. Sometimes these Zoom dinners will go on for a couple hours. You know, we enjoy each other's company. And sometimes we'll touch on, our curriculum in TMAF, what we do once we get out, the students, we meet the students, this kind of unknown that's coming up. But nothing prepared me for the moment that I stepped out of the hotel after quarantine.
Hey, how are you? I'm great, thank you. You don't have a mask
on. I think the main thing, if you want good rehearsal, is I have to get some coffee.
This is what we were trained to do. And there we are, after so many weeks and months of solitude, of practicing alone and more alone, we get to share music making with friends. And that...
Hey. It's good.
It's been a quarter century since I've gone 4 months without rehearsing or playing in front of other people. It's like, how is it going to feel? Am I going to remember how to do it? Like, am I going to be any good?
Yeah, well, maybe that's why some of those people are putting stuff out on the internet constantly, because they feel that they need to keep that edge. And you go on Facebook or Instagram and everybody be posting, they're playing every day or they're practicing, and it's just like, all it did was just, after a while, it just made me anxious and felt like I was just like standing still and not really doing anything. So, and there was a period there where I just stopped playing.
Phil Setzer started the concert, and he did a double take as the door opened. He stepped on and he hesitated. He saw the audience, 2,000 people sitting there. And it was a feeling that he has not had since the very first day of March. by Sunday, our last concert, we realized collectively this will be the last concert for a long time for any of us.
Well done, everybody. Yeah, 很棒，很棒，很棒，恭喜你们。
The reward of playing a concert.
We had a run out to Tainan to play at the beautiful Taipei Museum. And that concert had gone very well. But, we didn't get back to Taipei till about 8:30 or 9 o'clock at night. So all the students trudged into National Concert Hall next morning at 10 for their final dress rehearsal, a little groggy. And the first 5 minutes of the rehearsal really just wasn't good.
I don't know what's happening.
Basses. Peter, you guys fall behind all the time in the forte. Ba ba bum, ba ba bum. It's always a fraction behind the rest of the orchestra. It's pretty obvious out there.
First of all, it was a really good concert yesterday. We talked amongst ourselves. We were all very pleased and very impressed, and also by just the progress everybody made in just 4 days was really terrific. But one thing we also noticed looking around the orchestra is that as we move to the back, the apparent engagement drops off a lot.
We cannot be complacent with how we play. The most important thing is the ears, right? So your ears, you don't have to play more intense, you don't have to move more intense, you have to listen more intense. You have to try to listen to everybody around you. And then that active listening, that energy in your ears will translate into the right thing on your instrument.
You have to keep working because someday things will turn around and you will have a chance to find a good job again. The orchestras will start playing, concert presenters will present concerts again, and classical music or any music, jazz, pop, or whatever, will start over again. And then that's when you will enjoy life so fully that you want to be well prepared for it. And so if you have your craft, you have your skills, keep it, enhance it, and then one day it will all come in handy.
One thing my life experience now compared to when I was a student, looking back, it's easy to see now that many things that I thought were the end of the world at that age, they aren't. And I think human history shows that as a race, we're resilient, we're resourceful, and we find ways. So no matter how hard it seems, I think you just can't give up hope. I think all of our life experience has taught us that.
Bass is beautiful.